everyone, I'm Gabriella, and welcome to the show that connects you to all the great news and events that are happening in our city, Long Beach Connect. Let's get started. In 2015, the city of Long Beach joined the My Brother's Keeper initiative, launched by former President Barack Obama. Since then, the city has been working on a plan that addresses the challenges facing boys and young men of color and their families. All of that work came together at a recent, first-of-its-kind event held right here in Long Beach, and we've got the story.
For young men of color here in Long Beach, the My Brother's Keeper Alliance, started by President Obama in 2014 to equal the playing field for all our young people, is making a big difference. To share the best practices and explore new strategies, Long Beach was the host of the first regional summit held outside of the White House.
As an MBK city and as part of this partnership and alliance, we're very excited about moving forward to ensure that every young person has access to a quality education and access to positive experiences with their community and law enforcement and a future with a good job to take care of their family.
Because I can see how I was as a young hard-headed, mature high schooler, middle schooler, and now blossoming into a college student who has his head on straight. So for me personally, it's been working great.
I would like to continue to be a voice for the boys and young men of color around the nation, really, but primarily here where I've grown up, where I've lived my whole life. And because I've heard some stories about how they've been told they can't do anything because the way they look or where they come from. So I would like to still be that source of advocacy for them.
The summit brought together more than 40 communities in the West Coast and Southwest, participating in the My Brother's Keeper Challenge so they could exchange ideas, interact with national experts, and create new solutions and partnerships to advance equity and opportunity for boys and men of color.
What might not be happening in one community, we want to happen in another, but you have to come in where people are at. And so it's not just putting out an even amount of resources, but it's really looking at the differences and how do we fill the gaps in communities that have less resources than others.
Long Beach wants to be exceptional. Everyone who I know here wants to be the best of the best, and I think that we are a model city in many things that we do, but I think that we're only scratching the surface of our potential. We have greater things in store to really expand this work and really truly impact the lives of our students of color, especially our young males of color.
During the summit, Long Beach presented its current work on its My Brother's Keeper implementation plan, which is a citywide collaborative effort. With the new Office of Equity and the Safe Long Beach program now all within the Long Beach Health Department, it will be possible to expand the work for a greater and more sustainable impact, ensuring the barriers and challenges facing boys and young men of color and their families in Long Beach are addressed.
And it's really an opportunity for folks to not just talk about what they're doing, but gain that how-to perspective. Once again, what are you measuring? Who are you working with? And what outcomes are you really seeing? Because the main thing we want to do here is to scale the work. A 20-person mentoring program for a district here that has 78,000 students, we want to scale that. How do we get each student a mentor and not just a pilot program that's successful?
Long Beach joined President Obama's My Brother's Keeper Challenge in 2015 as part of its violence prevention plan, Safe Long Beach, making it one of the 200 cities nationwide to support the former president's community challenge. To get involved or find more information, visit our website or call us.
In addition to My Brother's Keeper, Long Beach is supporting all of our youth all over the city. One of the biggest programs comes from our Parks, Recreation, and Marine Department. And after a busy summer of day camps and classes, thousands of those kids hit the beach for a much-deserved day of fun. Take a look.
They came from all across the city for a fun-filled day of sand, sun, and surf, courtesy of the Long Beach Parks Recreation and Marine Department and the generous support of sponsors, including the Los Angeles Kings.
Well, this is the All-City Beach Day, and there are a couple of thousand kids from across the city They look like they're enjoying the beach, enjoying this great weather, and having some pizza.
Supporting the community for the All City Beach Day, bringing lots of different kids from all different areas of the community, a lot from the inner cities, coming out to the beach for the first time to see the ocean and the sand for the first time, which is a remarkable experience.
The final count was over 2,400 kids from the city's day camps and summer fun day sites. Outfitted with bags of goodies from the LA Kings, the Port of Long Beach, and the Long Beach Airport, it didn't take long for these kids to splash into summer in Long Beach.
Some of them don't get a chance to come to the beach. Some of them are from farther parts of Long Beach, and it's a 20-minute drive to get here for some of them, or to ride the bus. But this day actually brings all of the kids from the programs together, so that's what makes this day special. It's not really the fact that it's at the beach, it's the fact that all the kids from all the parks are together at the beach.
The Long Beach lifeguards were there in full force, providing event support and safety for all the participants.
The best part about beach day is when you bring everybody together, meet new friends, have fun, play in the water, and play in the sand and make sandcastles.
I want to really commend our Parks and Recreation Department. And it says, I think, a lot about the city of Long Beach that we open up and create access for our young people to be able to come to a park. I mean, if only for one day, they get to experience a real resource and jewel of the city of Long Beach.
Nothing says summer like a day at the beach, but we all know what comes after that, the start of the school year. This next story is about city partnerships coming together to send some lucky kids back to school in style.
It's back to school time, and as usual in North Long Beach, the annual Back to School Blast took place this August, helping children and their families get ready. Backpacks, notebooks, pencils, and much more were all available free at this year's 6th annual Back to School Blast.
The 8th District, as I often say, is a microcosm of the city of Long Beach. We have haves, we have have-nots, and we're working together as a community to make sure that our kids are all on equal footing when they start school.
8th District City Council member Al Austin organized the 6th annual event on a Saturday morning at Scherer Park. But he's quick to give credit to the sponsors and other supporters who came together to make it happen, which included the Port of Long Beach.
It's very exciting to see 1,000 kids here to get services that will help them be better prepared for the school year. The Port of Long Beach is excited to be part of that process by financially supporting them.
There were enough backpacks and school supplies for 1,000 children, and more than 24 sponsors were on hand to provide information on everything from mental health services to the Long Beach Library, plus access to free medical care, including vaccinations and physicals, as well as dental screenings.
Because a lot of them don't go to the dentist, so we bring the dentist to them.
I'm a foster parent, and I also raise my grandchildren, so it does help. When I have multiple children, I want to make sure that they start school on the best foot so they can be successful in life. So with this, it really helps.
For me, it means a lot because then it helps me out and then I won't be struggling as much to get things.
This event included plenty of fun, too. The Port of Long Beach offered free shaved ice treats, and the Long Beach Police Officers Association was cooking up free hot dogs. It's a one-day event that can make a big difference in the lives of children for years to come and help to break the cycle of poverty.
I ran early childhood education organizations for about 15 years. I've seen the impact that these types of programs have on families. When families are in sort of a cycle of poverty, it's these education in particular that really helps to break that cycle.
I love seeing families get ready for the start of school. So for the 6 years that Councilmember Austin's been doing this, helping our kids get ready and be excited about going back to school is really important to us.
The annual Back to School Blast is just one of the many community events the Port of Long Beach helps sponsor each year. To get more information about upcoming events and other opportunities, visit pulb.com.
I think we can all remember how exciting our first day of school was. And now that we're older, we can probably think of a few things we might have done differently. Rancho Los Alamitos is hosting a new lecture and performance series that tackles the mysteries of time. Grab your calendars and mark down the dates.
This fall, curious lifelong learners will be flocking to Rancho Los Alamitos to hear top scholars, Emmy Award-winning writers and musicians, and other renowned experts explore a topic that affects us all: time. This year's three-part series, Conversations in Place 2017, delves into the mystery of time and how it molds our daily existence, but at the same time is flexible and even reversible. At Rancho Los Alamitos, we've been hosting dynamic conversations for the past 6 years, bringing together experts and key players from across disciplines to share how their ideas are shaping not only our city and region, but also the entire world.
It's meant to be both, entertaining, but of course also educational in terms of we want people to leave with something that they hadn't thought about before, and really to open them up to sort of new perspectives around these ideas.
You got in a 2-hour session at Conversations in Place as much as you'd get in a whole semester.
I've watched as that conversation energizes and it prompts creative thought.
To get more information and make your reservation, visit the Rancho's website or call the Rancho office.
You don't want to miss it.
Great way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
It's the best thing in Long Beach.
All conversations are on Sundays from 1:30 to 3:30. Hope to see you there.
I'm here with local Long Beach resident Richard. Richard, how do you feel about Long Beach in terms of it being a bike-friendly city?
It's pretty awesome. I love coming down here, just getting out and getting around easily, and it gives me more chances to enjoy the beautiful weather here.
That's awesome, and you have an awesome little bike right here.
Thanks.
Did you know that we're actually doing a bike recycle program right now?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we actually showed off the results at a recent press conference, so let's check it out.
Biking is an easy and cost-effective way to get around Long Beach, so in an attempt to improve mobility, encourage healthy recreation, and promote reuse and recycling, the city partnered with local businesses for this year's Recycle Your Bicycle program.
We did a collection through Environmental Services Waste Management to collect people's bicycles that have been sitting in their garages for years. And we are repurposing the bikes so that we can provide opportunities for families and kids to take these bikes as donations and use them for health and mobility.
During Bike Month this past May, Waste Management Incorporated, one of the city's waste haulers, set up drop-off facilities. 41 bicycles were collected, and from there, the experts at Pedal Movement took over.
Once the technician gets his hands on the bike, we run through everything, all 8-point inspections to make sure that the bicycle is in operating condition. So we check the brakes, we check the derailleurs, tire pressure, and the overall quality and condition of the bicycle. And we ask ourselves, is this something that we want ourselves to be riding?
27 bikes passed the test. They were refurbished and, at a recent press event held downtown, donated to 2 local nonprofits, Partners of Parks and Long Beach Blast.
Well, our kids, they come from very low-income families. Many of our kids do not have bicycles, do not have ways to get to and from school, or even the older kids to get to and from work. And so this is going to be really helpful for them, just to give them that extra little boost up that they need.
These are kids that are impacted from many different reasons, many different neighborhoods, and they now have a bike of their own. How can it get any better?
Matching these bikes to new riders was just one of the benefits of the Recycle Your Bicycle program. The bikes that couldn't be refurbished were reduced to reusable parts and recycled.
We have intersecting goals. Our goal at Environmental Services Bureau is to reduce waste in our waste stream. And then we also have a Public Works mobility team whose goal is to improve mobility throughout the city. So we were able to combine those 2 goals and keep these bicycles from being in the waste stream by giving them to people who will use them.
Recycle Your Bicycle program, coordinated by Public Works, will become an annual event, allowing residents to donate unused and unwanted bicycles in any size and condition during Bike Month in May. This new effort promotes reuse and recycling and continues to encourage bike friendliness in Long Beach. To find out more about this program and the Public Works Department, visit longbeach.gov/PW.
Presenting those bikes to the nonprofits was just the first step. Check out this next story to see how Partners of Parks teamed up with a Bixby bike camp to put some amazing smiles on the faces of some local kids.
Getting a new bike was the perfect end to this year's Bixby Bike Camp, where children learned the rules of the road and discovered how they could use the extensive bike infrastructure already in place in Long Beach to use their bikes as a key mode of transportation.
My favorite part is I got a free bike today.
My favorite thing today is that I got a bike from Bixby Camp.
10 underprivileged kids have now been served with a cool bike, and they're outfitted and super stoked, and they're ready to get back to school and make a change in the city.
These bikes put a smile on these kids' face, but more importantly, give them a sense of responsibility and safety in what we call our city one of the United States' most bike-friendly cities.
These bikes are a part of the city's waste department program that worked with Pedal Movement to recycle bikes that were donated by families who no longer needed their bikes.
Well, it was definitely a collective effort to put the bicycle recycle program together, and it also is very beneficial in that it kind of brings us closer as a collaborative group so that we can continue with this program and then build on it.
To find out more about other programs in the city of Long Beach, go to longbeach.gov.
There are always great things happening all over our city. While this show, Long Beach Connect, is one way to keep you informed, there are also many, many more. You can connect with the City of Long Beach over social media on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Flickr. You can also stay connected by heading directly to the city's website at longbeach.gov. And don't forget to check out LBTV, your award-winning local news and information station, online at lbtv3.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with more ways to keep you connected to Long Beach. I'm your host, Gabriella, and we'll see you next time.